Hey everybody, what's good? How are you guys for your rising? Happy Monday. Today's Monday, December 9th, 2024. Yay! Still Sagittarius season. So glad. Birthday is in 3 days. Yes. I'm excited. I just decided I'm taking y'all along on the journey because I'm busy and I was like, I really don't have time to really record a video, but I got to get stuff done. So I'm putting together some gift boxes. For Saturday's event, we have a vending event. We're going to be at BlackRock Center for the Arts. Actually, it's the holiday Artisan market. We're going to be there from 2 till 6:30 p.m. because the time we had to change. It was originally 12, but it's going to be starting at 2 p.m. and we'll be there till 6:30 p.m. So come see us. I'm going to have some packages put together for you guys. That's what I'm working on one of the gift boxes I'm going to have that you can purchase for a holiday or, whichever season for family members and loved ones. So I'm putting some of those together. So how was your weekend, you guys? I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope y'all are doing well. My weekend was kind of chill. I had a lot of relaxing time in, which was awesome. Saturday, woke up to some bad news. One of my uncles had passed away. So I found that out like Saturday morning, and so was talking with my cousin / god sister, just sending her love. And I was just that just got me to thinking about, actually this morning I was just thinking about how fleeting life is, right? And how short our time is, and how it's really just important to let the people in your lives know that you love them, that you really do care, right? That you're thinking of them. And I know that this time of year can really be especially hard for us. For those of us that are missing loved ones, or for whatever reason, if you just don't celebrate, if you don't buy into all the commercialism, stuff that they push down our throats. And it can be difficult for some of us. But what I was reminded of is to find laughter in those moments, right? And then I was thinking about that, and then I was also thinking about how just some people y'all don't even need to have words to just share like a laugh. And I was thinking about how, like, for example, this morning I said something to Bestie, right? Sorry, I hope this ain't too loud. I'll delete this one. Sorry, I want to make sure I was putting the right things in as we went along. And so this morning I was thinking how Bestie and I, we'll communicate with literally emojis or just memes, like, and she'll know. I'm not trying to show y'all my drawers, my bad. I'm not trying to show y'all my stuff, but I'll pull this closer. It's better. So I was thinking about how we just communicate without even any words. I could just send her something, she'll know exactly what I mean, and vice versa. And I sent her something earlier. And she responded back, and then she was like, because she was laughing so hard, she's like, did she say I was screaming or I'm laughing or something? I was crying. I don't know what she said, but then I busted out laughing even harder because I couldn't hear her and I can see her laughter, right? And I was like, I am screaming, right? And I was like, I'm just grateful that, like, in the midst of everything that's going on, like, I have the opportunity to still laugh, right? And to find a little bit of something that literally, like, makes me laugh, and, like, to have joy and fun, right? And so I was just really grateful and appreciative of that, like, to have that, to, be in a moment of, of a grieving period and being sad, and just, like, knowing that some people aren't, going through the best of times, right now. However, just, like, still being reminded that it's the little things that really matter, right? Finding a little bit of laughter, being able to have those moments where, you can think of somebody and they're just the thought of them, like, literally will bring you to, like, whatever energy it is that you feel like you're needing in that moment, right? If you're laughing, you remember something, about an experience you had with them, a food that you guys shared, drinks that you guys shared, or something that you guys did together. What else was going in here? This, I didn't want the blue one. Where's the other one that I prepped? Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's just something that I prepped. Yeah, so just thinking, just having appreciation for that, right? For the laughter, for the good times, for the moments that we get to share with others, and just, just being appreciative for life. Things may not be perfect, but the fact that you're living and you're breathing and you still get to feel, you still get to have emotions, you still get to have experiences here, that is a blessing within itself. And so I'm grateful for that, right? I'm really appreciative for that, and I hope you guys, like, really take time to just be in gratitude, right? To just be grateful for what you do have and for the people that you do have within our lives, right? I was thinking about that. I was thinking about an incident that happened at our daughter's school, which it happened last Monday, but we weren't notified about it until Friday evening. And it was a racial incident and a racial slur that was written on a student's desk. Like, one student got up in the middle of class, went to another student's desk and wrote a word. It was the N word, and it sat back down apparently. But they haven't given us the fact, like, they didn't tell us. We didn't find out. Us parents didn't find out that happened until Friday evening. So we found that out Friday evening, and we didn't even find out directly from the school. We found out from some of the county officials is how we found out. That work within the school system had sent a letter to the parents saying, hey, they didn't, they're sorry that they're now notifying us, and they had been speaking with students and staff and members of particular groups in the school to make sure that the students are feeling secured and safe, and and the fact that, and so my daughter, she wasn't feeling well on Friday, so she didn't even go to school. But so she wasn't aware of what was going on. So we talked about it. I had told her what happened, right? But we didn't really talk about it at all until we were driving to school this morning. We kind of spoke a little about it, and I was letting her know that they were going to have counselors and mental health people there and staff and support to speak with students and be there as a support for them because of the incident that took place. And one thing that I said to her, and also that I was, having a conversation about with Byron this past weekend, as I said, I think but I know the reason why that a lot of the staff and some of the cultural groups at the school are upset is because this impacts a Black student, right? However, there have been other incidents at the school where it's involved one particular group or another, and it's made the news, right? And we were notified right away. We were sent the text messages. There was so much communication instantaneously regarding that particular group. However, in this instance, we weren't even notified, right, until way after the fact. So I was just saying, even the disparity in that, is troublesome, because that shows where you guys focused on. What is is this really an inclusive environment? Is it really here to support the students and be a connected community within the school? Like you're saying, everybody's welcome. It doesn't feel welcoming when you don't acknowledge damage that's been done to a particular group, and only focus on other groups, when you ignore one group and focus on the others, and so it's explaining to my daughter, that pay attention to stuff like that, right? And when you see something about it, say something, speak up about it. Don't feel like you can't say nothing or be like, that's not fair. I understand why they're in an uproar, because rightfully so, as teachers in that school, as staff members, as support systems, for the students there, they have seen, the impact that when it's communicated on a wide scale to, about another particular group, and everybody's notified immediately. However, we didn't even, directly from the school, usually from the principal or whomever, but we weren't even notified as parents, till well after the fact. So, and this happens on a Monday, right? And so I'm thinking about how those kids, if this happening, how they went through the entire week, us parents not knowing what happened unless it was the, students were in that class or whatever, because it was just for a particular, we don't know what grade this level is took in. Only some of their classes are mixed, their extracurricular classes, but for the most part, their academic classes are pretty consistent with the grade level. So we don't know what grade level that wasn't disclosed. But I was saying, had we had an idea, it helps us to better have a conversation with our kids, in the beginning of the week when it first happened, so that if they've been sitting with those feelings, other kids that may have been in a class that saw that, heard that, could have had an opportunity to speak with their parents or, staff members throughout the week, rather than waiting for 5 days to go by and then us being notified after the fact, right? The damage already been done, right? So now I feel like they're doing, repair work after the fact. But that impact and how it happened and what happened to that student, they did not deserve that at all, right? And my heart just was really going out to them, because I was like, I really hope that student found somebody that they were able to go to in that moment, in that school, right? When that happens, you want to have somebody who you can, go to, that you feel is trusted and who like feels what that is like, somebody that you can identify with, somebody that looks like you, that may have experienced that, right? And how important it is that we have variety and around us within the school system, and not just cater to one particular group or another. I'm really hoping and praying that student was able to be supported in the moment when that happened, rather than them having to sit through that experience the entire day and then refer to their parents and let their parent know what happened, and then the parent having to deal with it. Like I said, we don't know what happened because they didn't give us all of those intricate details. They basically just told us what happened, what was said, what was written, basically, and how they're handling it now, right? And so all that just made me, like I said, we were having a conversation here about it, and I was like, where are these kids? Where do these kids learn that? Like if you think about it, behavior is taught, right? And so hate is taught, right? And I'm like, so what is this kid hearing and experiencing at home that makes him think that it's okay to just come out and say these types of things to somebody else, thinking that there'll be no ramifications, or that's just, it is what it is. And that just really touched my heart in a way, because I'm like, that's really fucked up. Like, kid, you're teaching your kid hate, to hate somebody based off of how they look, or whatever religion they are, or whatever their background is. Like, how sick of a person are you to be putting that in your kid's mind, and then they're coming out here and putting that energy and that disrespect and that nastiness on other students? Like, it's so disgusting, right? And all I can really do is like continue to pour into our child, and we teach her, it's not about, it doesn't have anything to do with that. It literally is about the individual person. Like, how do they treat you? How you interact with them? Do they show up for you? Like, who are the people, that even though you don't look like them, like, they would never ever come out their mouths and say stuff like that. They don't have those feelings. They don't treat you one way or another because you look you look different than they do, and to really, not feel bad about who she is or in any way, but to always like, stand in her power of, or like owning herself, like, being a young Black woman, young lady coming into her own, and, I just told her, I said, listen, you're phenomenal. And she makes really good decisions when it comes to, sitting with her, when it comes to like observing. If she's around somebody, she takes the time to literally like observe what that feels like and see how they engage with other people. And she'll tell me, she'll like, well, I saw them do XYZ to XYZ. So that just already tells me if they're going to do that, then they're going to do that to me or whatever, And so the fact that she has that awareness, that she's able to look out for that and see those little signs, and know that that's not something or someone that she wants to engage with or interact with. So I was just really proud of her for, really having that sense of, authority within herself to do that. What else? We're just getting y'all caught up. So that was that major. So that was Friday night. We found out Saturday about Uncle. What else? Yesterday, guess what? I just chilled. I was talking to my mom this morning. She's so cute. She's so cute. I love my mama. And so she had asked me, she's like, did you see, she's asked me, was I doing something? And I was like, did you see the group message? Da, 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 da. And I was like, Ma, let me tell you, yesterday, my goal was to do absolutely nothing. And I said, if it was not, because I have my phone set to do not disturb. I said, if it was not you, if it wasn't Carly, if it wasn't B, if it wasn't Bestie, it didn't get through, because those are the 4 people that I got on. They break through my do not disturb. And I was like, listen, I was in such self-care mode. Like, I didn't do anything. I literally just chilled all day, relaxed. But that's normally what I do this time of year, right? I usually like, unless I'm doing planning for something, like I'm usually just getting to like a real chill mode, like just go within myself, just, and I travel somewhere, usually typically at the beginning of the year by myself. Last year I was in North Carolina. Last February I did North Carolina. And so I hadn't decided where I'm going yet. But literally it's just like take a weekend to chill, like by myself, nobody else, no distractions, just do whatever I want to do. Like, do you date yourself? Like, I date myself. I take myself on a date. I get dressed up. I go have some dinner. Probably going to do that. Definitely going to do that one day this week for sure. But just, just to get myself back into myself and Zen mode or whatever. So, just some chill time, some grounding time, right? And so I was looking at, that's one thing I did do yesterday. Like, look at some places that I would want to go and where I want to go. and you know, just have that time for my me self, that my me time. So that's what's been going on over here. Other than that, I am, like I said, preparing for our event on Saturday. I'm super excited about that. Hope you guys come out and see us. The address will be down in the description box below. And what else? That's about it. I usually just don't even tap into, this is the time I usually shut down my personal social media. Like I celebrate, I go in, I do my birthday, and then I'm out. And then like it doesn't, whatever I feel the time that I need to be away is when I'm usually away from social media. So usually, I mean, about 3 to 6 months sometimes. So like the last time I did 6 months, I like, there was so much stuff that I missed, like people had passed away and all that. But, you know, and like I go into like seclusion for real, for real. So I was telling my mom about that, and I was like, "No, mom." She's like, "Well, check your messages," and da 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 da. And I was telling her, I said, "I only read your messages," because she was sending me stuff about, you know, putting packages together for the holidays and all that stuff. And so I was telling her that I love her creativity, so I want her to, you know, to do some stuff with me. I'm going to do some stuff with her. And so my mom, in true Virgo fashion, was like on it. She was sending me stuff. Like, I was like, oh my goodness. So she's like, did you see all the stuff I sent you? I was like, I did, ma'am. That was the only thing I did yesterday, was pay attention to anything that you sent me. It did like the research or whatever. So that's what's going on with me, you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. It's raining here. I got the windows up. I can smell the rain in here. It's so calming right now. I had my music on, but I had to turn that off because, you know, the social medias are trying to shut you down. You got music playing in the back. So I have to turn my music back on. I got my tea. You know, I already had my bacon, got me my little chocolate donut, and I'm just going to be here chilling, enjoying putting these packages together and preparing for Saturday's event. But I hope you guys are doing well. I hope y'all have a good day. Hope you have a great week. And stop, pause, breathe, and find some laughter today. You know, have a good time. Just be grateful, and find your way to be kind to somebody. Go out of your way to be kind to somebody today. You know, you never know what people are going through or what they're experiencing, and your one interaction with them may be the only kindness that they receive. So be kind to yourself, be kind to each other, and I look forward until the next time I get to tap in with you for the Mahogany Moment, you guys. All right, take care. Love you guys. Bye.